Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stardew Valley. Let's see what's on the weather report for tomorrow. There's going to be rain all day tomorrow. That is fantastic for us because, of course, we need to see the old marina so that we can get ourselves a lovely sort of gift for our soon-to-be beloved. It's going to be fantastic. That, of course, what I mean to say by that is that I think we can get some sort of pendant that means we can ask for marriage, essentially, which we want to do with Abigail, which should be fantastic. The Oracle is telling us that they are mildly perturbed today. They seem to be in a constant state of perturbed. I don't really know how to deal with this. Oh, I forgot just how gorgeous everything was in this time of year. Anyway, dear Innkeeper, I am now selling higher quality fertilizers as well as a new crop selection. New crop selections. See you soon. I'm sure you already sent this message to me. Hello, friend. The mountain lake has been kind to me lately. I'd like to share my good fortune with you. Linus has reached a very good time of year as well. I imagine the colder seasons aren't exactly to his liking, considering he lives in a tent. Not exactly the most appetizing of areas. Not saying that you should really eat the tent, but for some reason, appetizing was just the word that I came up with at the time. Now, of course, we still have a lot of money, and I do wish to fill up the rest of our fields with more produce. That's what we're going to go ahead and do. At the moment, we have 2 fields filled up with all this lovely goodness, which... Oh, no, we don't. We still need to do this side, which is, you know, a thing. So that's what we're going to be doing, or at least for today anyway. Since the spirits are mildly perturbed, it means there's no point going to the Skull Cavern, and also, since it's not raining today, we can't go and propose to Abigail. We may as well just sort of chill out and eat this bass. So, yeah. Anyway, we're hoeing the land. We have some sap with us right now. Let's get our basic fertilizer. We're keeping the sap because we can make basic fertilizer with it. We probably would like to make a lot more as well. What kind of crop do I want now? Did I get 16? I think I got 16 of everything. So, really, I think what I'd like to do... Is it a good idea for me to get an entire field filled with these beans? I don't think it is. I don't think that's really what I want. We'll see what we can find. We should definitely water the ground, though. And also, the fences right here are probably going to be diminishing soon. Some of them already were before. Oh, go down there. Of course, we do want to buy some animals as well. Keep forgetting about animals. I could probably go and buy myself 2 cows right now. I may need to go... it might be a good idea for me to go and do that. But of course, I have to walk all the way down here for the chickens, which is not ideal. Oh, that's not ideal either. No, what am I doing? There we go. So there's a piece of ground right here that unfortunately was grown over. So yeah, we have the coop, which we would like to sort out. Our little hatch right here. But that's sort of, that building is sort of to be continued. At the moment, this is what we have, and we've had this here for quite some time, the barn that is, and we haven't really done anything with it. So getting that going would be quite the opportunistic thing to do. Let's throw the wood in here for now. So let's see, it's 9:40 a.m. It's a Tuesday, which means tomorrow we won't be able to buy any food, so, well, produce, so we'll be able to get this, well, yeah. We won't be able to buy anything from Pierre's, is what I'm trying to say, if I actually get round to saying it. Yes. Good, good. Also, we haven't been in the community centre for a while, have we? I can't believe we've done one for the fishes. That's really weird. Enchanter's bundle. So we've got 3 of them. Possibly 4. And you know what? I feel like I've found a duck feather before. It's just a red cabbage that I'm missing out on there. I've got the syrup. I don't think I've seen these other things at all though. Haven't got any apples. Very expensive though. I've got the resin. I feel like I've seen a rabbit's foot and wine. But I don't think I've ever seen a pomegranate. The fish is a difficult one. Now, the spring crop bundle. We will be able to do this finally, which is nice. Of course, the artisan bundle. I think we have a few of those, but we can get some from the animals. So, for instance, the goat cheese and normal cheese. We've already got cloth. Getting an apple would be nice. Jelly and honey. Cherries, pomegranates. We might be able to buy some of these for all we know. Would be ideal. But if we get that spring bundle done, that would be very nice. I do not have an extra herring. Also, we should check the calendar. Kent's birthday on the 4th. He's the new dude. Oh, there's quite a few birthdays at this particular season. The Egg Festival and the Flower Dance. Now, you know what? It might be quite nice to actually get someone to dance with this year. I can't remember that sign. Hello, Pierre. So let's see. Yeah, we pretty much got 16 of everything. The bean starter is not really what I would like to have, though. Oh, you know what? Vinegar is probably what I've been looking at and not wine. That's probably what I'm getting confused about. Now, the quality fertilizers right here. 10 for 1,500 is not exactly fantastic. Some nice flooring, though. It's very artsy wallpaper. And then bouquets. Of course, we've got the saplings right here. The apple sapling. Takes 28 days to produce a mature apple tree. Bears fruit in the autumn. Only grows if the 8 surrounding tiles are empty. So it only bears fruit in the autumn. In autumn. I don't know how I feel about that. Very restrictive. I mean, it has to be worth it, right? If it costs that much. Alrighty then. Tell you what. Cauliflower's pretty good. Let's just get a lot of cauliflower. So, you know what, that's... we'll get another 16. Do you want more than that? I think we do. I think we want half of a field of just being cauliflower. That would be fantastic. So, 48 cauliflower. Do we want... What else do we want? I don't know how good... I mean, some of this stuff is pretty quick. Cauliflower is pretty much the only one that takes a long time. So, you know what? We'll just get another 16 parsnips... 16 potatoes. How many lines do we have per field? I think it's 12. I think it's 12 per field. 12 patches of land per field. That doesn't sound right. What I'm trying to say is there are 12 sprinklers per field, which each have 8 plots of land. So, yeah. So that facilitates 6, and yeah, and that's 2. Okay, so we got one more there. So you know what? We will get ourselves eight more of each, and we'll get a bunch of random stuff again. So 16 of that, 16 kale. Unfortunately, kale's quite quick. Not actually, garlic is very quick. Now that's not ideal. I'd rather not just get a bunch more garlic. Tell you what, let's get some more cauliflower. More parsnips. It's all going to be worthwhile. Unfortunately, the produce this year is not exactly amazingly interesting. Also, we should probably go and say hello to our girlfriend. Or just, you know, ignore them. Whatever course of action really rocks your boat, I suppose. Hello. Hi. I'm glad to see you. Fantastic. I'm very glad to see you as well. I want to take my mind off things for a while. How was your day going? I thought you were going to take that conversation in a completely different area. Well, you're going to say something completely different then. I want to take my mind off things for a while. Maybe we should, like, you know, just not talk for a bit. Well, this was quick. I mean, you already had trouble releasing all that emotion. You're probably having a few drawbacks from it. Exercise is important for staying healthy. I always make sure to set aside some time for it. Fantastic. That's good to hear, Jody. Evelyn, don't mind my husband, George. He isn't very friendly to strangers. I'm sure he's friendly to you, though. I work part-time at Gus's saloon. It pays the bills. What bills? Is it because, what, Lewis comes by and is, oh no, loan sharks? So just Lewis and his loan sharks. Oh, sorry, miss. Do you have the tax? Oh, sorry, I can't afford it right now. He just, like, whacks the cane out. What did you say? Oh, I'll get the money, George. Just give me it, Lewis, even. Oh, you know what? George is probably the ringleader. I didn't think about this, but it makes a hell of a lot more sense to me now. Merv, can you get off my clothing? That'd be ideal. Thank you, Merv. He's a sodding parrot. He really is. I don't know why I keep him about. I mean, probably because he's a sodding parrot. And he knows it. He's got that swag on. That swag only a parrot could have. So do I have any tilling commentary? Commentary does sound like a name. Lord Commentary. Esquire. Lord Commentary Esquire. I feel like I've created my new RP character, which is fantastic. I'm glad to be in this moment right now. Tell you what, I'm just glad to do some farming for once. It's really a breath of fresh air. Not only because the season has changed, so it's probably going to get a nice warm air for once. Although, I say that, I really do like the colder seasons. August, my favorite. Then probably spring. Definitely the transitionary between the two, because they're sort of the perfect standard. Of course, it's going to be different worldwide. Some people's winters, other summers, that kind of thing. But I'm talking about the UK and my tastes. But yeah, I definitely sort of autumn, then spring, summer, and then winter. But that doesn't mean I hate winter. I think it's just the one that I get sick of the quickest. But I say that, I feel like summer, even though it's third on this sort of strange list that I have, it's still really not that far behind, because I really do get sick of summer after a while. It's nice, sort of chilling out. But after a while, I just sort of want to stay indoors and put my feet up next to a fireplace or something. Even though I don't have a fireplace, but you know what? It's just that idea of being cozy indoors that is completely non-existent in the summer. The feeling is just not there. Not for me, anyway. I should really have a well on this side so I don't have to do this every time. Oh, well. Did you see what I did there? Oh, well. Oh, wow, I did that. The way I said I did that there was very annoying. I did that. Yeah, I did that completely involuntary? Yeah. Sure. That sounds like the right word. I did do it on purpose. But you know what? Saying involuntary it sounded a lot better. A lot betterer. Or inadvertently. There we go. That's much better. See, I got those words. They're all up there in that noggin. It just takes a little while for me to flick through the page. Okay, I'm basically running on a hard drive, not an SSD. Oh, Innkeeper, whacking out that knowledge of computers, because apparently you have no other way of explaining yourself. Now, what does that say about you? Well, it says that I am a bit of a nerd. And also, I have trouble in social situations. So, yeah. Let's get the parsnips. Which is very relaxing. And you know what? It takes up time in the day. And that is ideal. And I'm really looking forward to just getting a hell of a lot of money from this. Well, I hope to get some money out of it. I mean, it's year 2. It's sort of the time when I should start making a little bit. Let's eat the bass. I bet it kills us. Nope. It was not tainted. There was no poison. Let's eat some of these blackberries that we found since the autumn season. But yes, back to seasons. I get sick of winter because, of course, you can't be inside all the time, and you sort of need to be outside sometimes, and it gets to a point where it's just getting a bit too cold. Obviously, it's not the coldest place in the world in the UK, but there's that level of uncomforting freeziness. I mean, it gets frosty over here. It can snow, but mostly it's just a frost. Very slippy frost. That isn't ideal. You know, it's more of an inconvenience than it would be for other people being a quite literal, well, danger. Well, there is a danger over here if you're not careful. Which, you know, the drivers around here, they basically indicate it. They are not careful. They indicate just how dangerous it can be. I'm not looking forward to when my inevitable encounter with one of them. Thankfully, nothing bad has ever happened to me, but there's always been close calls. But, you know, nothing bad has happened because I'm so good at driving. Oh, yeah. Innkeeper style. Basically, granny mode. That's... Go full granny mode. Fantastic. I can make a few jokes there, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. Because I'm a better man. Just like water fireworks. Quite cool. Now, spring also can be slightly chilly in the earlier sort of beginnings. I really should have one of these open. Just so that I can... Yeah, those two should be open just so I can grab some water from here. Also, it looks nice. But at the same time, the leaves are growing. Everything's starting to get a little bit more green. It's quite a nice and refreshing feeling. Of course, it's not as pretty as autumn, because you just have a vast array of colours on everything. It's just amazing. The air smells fresh as well, because you're so used to summer being quite humid and difficult to breathe in. Not difficult, difficult's the wrong word, but like I said, humid, very hot air. It's not very fresh, but it still smells nice. You still get a good summer smell. Oh, okay. No, I'm screwing it up now. Right, let's get these other... So we get the tulips in. Am I going to sell these tulips, or am I just going to keep a hold of them? I don't really know. The hell is kale? I always hear about kale, but I have no idea what it is. I mean, it looks like seaweed. Is that what it is? Is it just some odd version of seaweed? I'm assuming it is. It's not something I've really cared enough to look up. I just know that some people eat kale. And I'm like, okay, good for you. I eat burgers, but you don't hear me talking about it. So there we are. Let's also get rid of these disgusting plants that are just lingering around our farm. That's not what we need right now. Looks like those trees are growing though, which is good to see. Hopefully they all grow so we can get those taps on them. Alright then, so it's raining tomorrow. I'm excited. Also, we should do a bit of an inventory clean. Let's throw these seeds in here, and at the same time... Oh no, I didn't put the fertilizer down! Ah, oh, fucking hell. I hope I can still put it down, but I know it didn't work before. They may have changed the mechanic. Oh, it's such a silly mechanic that you can't put it back on. It's that thing I forget. Because I'm focusing on talking, it just passes me by. That's really frustrating. Right, well, for now, I'll just throw that in there. I don't know how much of a percentage increase it gives you for how high the quality of the item is going to be. I just hope it's not that big. I mean, it is basic fertilizer, and then you've got quality fertilizer right here. Maybe it's just 10%. If it is, then I guess I don't really care that much. But still, it's not ideal, and we've lost money now because of just not thinking. There we are. Happy days. Always smiling. It's too late now. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's just go to sleep and chill out. Our new flooring and new walls and new everything. Oh, literally the game had nothing to report, so it just went over. That's cool. Okay then. So what is the weather going to be like for tomorrow? Clear and sunny all day, and the fortune teller is good humor today. That's not bad for us, so we should probably go and chill out in the Skull Cavern. I like the idea of that. I think we've got everything that we need already, although we could get some more bombs. Do we have any iron? We do have some iron and some coal, so we can make some more bombs out of that. 10 seems good to me. Yeah, 41 bombs. That's pretty good. Other than that, do we have all the food that we need? Yeah, I think so. Feeling pretty confident. I keep forgetting about these crystal fruits. That's definitely a big one. Of course, because it's raining, me watering the ground right here was probably a waste of time. Oh, I've forgotten about these. Well, you know what? Before I do, I mean, it's Wednesday anyway, but I'm just going to put some basic fertilizer on them. Now, let's not forget, let's go to the old Mariner. Marina. I think it's Marina. That makes more sense. We could just put some of those other seeds that we've got lying around here. You know, 6 mixed seeds. Not big, is it? Right. Basic fertilizer. I mean, maybe it degrades. I don't know. I mean, this is a test, I suppose, if that is the case. What the hell? Okay. And one of my other monitors just came up with something. All right, there's a connection issue. So it's just saying, oh, your router is disconnected for some particular reason of which I do not wish to think about right now, because you know what? I hate dealing with it. It's very bright, though. I'm going to turn that monitor off. Oh, that was really, really annoying. I'm really glad it doesn't come up with a sound notification like, your connection is disconnected. Great. Oh, that was really difficult to do. I'm not... Oh. My voice was not made to do that. To make that noise. I don't think anyone's voices were made to make that noise. It was very bad and horrible. Very bad and horrible. I like a good rainy day. Right, Shane. Apparently you do as well. This weather makes me thirsty. What? The rain makes you thirsty? Tell you what, you saying thirsty makes me thirsty. Okay. I think rain increases the chance of there being cool items on the beach. I can't remember. Well, we found some stuff, so cool. 2 clams right there. Pretty swish. Some sea urchins, some coral. Now, how much is this thing? It better not be 10 grand. It's 5,000, that's ideal. Ah, I see in ye eyes. There be a special someone in ye heart. Just so happens I'm selling a mermaid's pendant. Give that to your intended and they'll know exactly what you mean. Okay. So we have the mermaid's pendant. Now we're later going to find out that we actually just found some really, really drunk homeless guy that somehow sold us this thing for 5 grand, when really he just attached a keychain to some cool looking shell. But you know what? Don't worry guys, it's a mermaid's pendant. Really? This is just one big sham. I'm not buying it for a second. Also, we can't even give it to her today because I'm pretty sure Pierre won't let us in. I mean, we could just be a bit creepy and hang outside the house. I don't know what she does today. It's not, you know, it's not the most interesting bit of commentary in the world. Tell you what, though, we will just keep that lying around. So give that to the person you want to marry. I'm about to marry someone. I didn't think I'd get this far. Right, let's throw all this other stuff we have in the bin. Then just go into the Skull Cavern and chill out in there for a bit. Make our way out. And then tomorrow we can sort of chill out. And by that, I mean propose. I'm really glad I kind of accidentally sell that. That would be very annoying. I think, yeah, we're pretty much just going to be selling whatever we find in the Skull Cavern. You know, we get some rain, we get some cool vegetation, it's all exciting, it's all nice. Oh, desert. So, welcome to hell. There's a coconut right there. There are coconuts in hell, and you know what? Probably not that bad. Fruit. There are 2 worms over here I wish to investigate, and a cactus, or cacti. Cacmondo. Cactus fruit. Ooh. Very potent. I will ingest this at my nearest opportunity. Now, a prismatic shard is still something I'm looking for. Apparently, in this update, or something like that, prismatic shards are even harder to get. Apparently, they were easy to get before or something. I don't know why. But yeah, apparently I'm just a bit unlucky. I'd laugh if I got one there. Of course, we're still looking for solar essence and dark essence so we can get ourselves another one of those cool bands. Oh, okay. Game had a few problems there. One of those little bastards is going to be on his way soon. Oh, clutch. This is probably going to damage me. Oh no, it didn't. Ideal. We're going to sell some gold out of this, which is quite nice.